the truth about running plateaus. And this is what every 40-year-old runner and above has got to know. In my opinion anyways. So you know how as we get older it feels like things just aren't the same as they used to be? You might be running, hitting the pavement, hitting the trails, and you're doing your best, and then just bam, your progress slows down and you start to feel like you're not as fast or as strong as you used to be. And it can be quite, it can be super frustrating, if you know what I mean. Guess what? That is literally totally normal, especially if you're over 40. So about why this happens, and more importantly, what you can do to keep running strong as you get older. As we age, our bodies go through a lot of change, and if you're a runner, those changes can affect your performance. First off, muscle mass and strength tend to decline. Your muscles naturally shrink, and you get weaker as you get older, and that means you're not running with the same power you had like in your 20s and 30s. Then there's the heart and lungs, VO2 max, which is how much oxygen our body can use while running. It also declines with age, and that makes long runs and high intensity workouts feel even harder than they used to be. Not to mention hormones like testosterone drop off as we get older, which affects, again, muscle recovery and energy. So look, you might find yourself feeling tired and sore after a tough run. And now let's not forget about your joints, tendons, ligaments. They all lose some of their flexibility and their elasticity, and that can lead to more injuries like sprained ankles and sore knees and all that kind of jazz. And lastly, you're going to need more recovery time. Your body just takes longer to bounce back from a tough workout or a long run. I know, I've experienced firsthand hitting a plateau in my fitness. I was doing everything right, I thought. Running in my Maffetone zone, aka let's say zone 2, staying consistent with my runs, focusing on heart rate training. But even with all that, I wasn't getting any faster after a certain point. Things just seemed to stop. It was like super frustrating, and I didn't know what I was missing at the time. I had to get a mic. I forgot to plug it in. That's what happens when you do these YouTube videos. There's so many things going on. Anyways, so what can we do about it? Well, there are a few key things that can help you maintain your running performance, even improve as you get older. First off, strength training is a must. As we age, we lose muscle, so we need to keep working on it to stay strong. Focus on legs, core, upper body strength. You don't need to become a bodybuilder, but squats, lunges, even upper body exercises will help maintain muscle mass, which is key for running. Oh, and don't forget about deadlifts. For me, I was stuck in a plateau for a while, but adding 2 strength days a week at the gym really turned things around. Strength training has been a game changer, not just for my speed, but also for my running energy and recovery. Now I'm feeling stronger on my runs and I'm seeing improvement in my pace again. The second thing is don't forget about cross training. Mixing up your routine with activities like biking, swimming, or rowing is awesome for building cardiovascular endurance without putting too much stress on your joints. And look, this helps with your heart and lungs stay strong and give your legs a break every now and then. Next, let's talk about recovery. As we get older, we need more time to rest between hard workouts. Make sure we get enough sleep. Like I'm getting 7 to 9 hours is a good night's sleep, and take rest days when you need them. Foam rolling, stretching, even doing yoga can help speed up recovery and keep you flexible. Now, I'm in my refrigerator, so we need to talk about nutrition, and it plays a huge role too. Eating a balanced meal with protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs will help fuel your runs and keep you feeling energized, and of course, drink plenty of water. Staying hydrated is key to staying on top of your game. Now, I know some of you are curious about my nutrition, and here's what it is. I'm vegan. I'm a vegan runner, so here are some of the things that I like to eat. And good vegan sources of protein include beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, and edamame, chickpeas, quinoa, and plant-based powders like pea or rice. Like, this is one of the things that I've been having for the last little while. I incorporate healthy fats like avocado, nuts, almonds, walnuts, cashews, seed, chia, flax, pumpkin, olive oil, and coconut oil into my meals, and these fats help me with endurance by providing a slow, steady source of energy. And they also help me reduce the inflammation after tough workouts as well. Now remember, not all carbs are created equal. You'll want to focus on complex carbs, and these provide long-lasting energy and don't cause the blood sugar spikes that cause crashes like simple carbs do. So good sources, I would say, are included whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, barley, whole wheat pasta, sweet potatoes, starchy vegetables are a great carb option for fueling your runs. I know food can be a very politically divisive conversation, but this is just what I'm doing. This isn't what I'm telling you to do. Now, don't forget to listen to what your body is saying. If something hurts or you're feeling way more tired than usual, take a step back. It's better to rest and recover than to push through any risk of injury, if you know what I mean. Now, one thing that really helped me break through some of my plateaus was adding in some faster running. After I built a solid aerobic base, this is where things get interesting. And we all know that running slower at low heart rates helps build your mitochondria, which are like powerhouses for your cells. These little guys, they convert oxygen into energy, which is why long, slow runs are great for boosting endurance. But here's the kicker. Once you've established your aerobic base, adding in 1 or 2 runs per week, like tempo runs, threshold runs, or even progressive runs, could really take your performance to the next level. So why do your mitochondria need more stimulation? Well, mitochondria are the energy powerhouses in our cells. Slow aerobic running increases the number of mitochondria, which is great for endurance. But if you only do slow running, your mitochondria become less efficient over time because there is no variation, and they do need variation. Your muscles will stop developing, and so running at the same pace and heart rate means you're only using certain muscle fibers. You're not engaging your fast twitch muscle fibers, which are important for power and speed. Your nervous system gets too comfortable, so running at the same pace over and over trains your nervous system to work at that level, but no higher. If you don't push your limits every once in a while, your body won't recruit the extra effort it needs to go faster. Lack of strength and training. Without strength and training, your muscles, joints, and tendons might not be as strong enough to handle the faster running, which can lead to fatigue and inefficiency and probably injury as well. After building a solid aerobic base, start adding in 1 or 2 faster workouts to improve your mitochondria's efficiency and recruit more muscle fibers. So some of these things can look like a tempo run at a comfortable hard pace. 20 to 40 minutes improves your lactate threshold, making you able to run faster for longer. Boy, as I pushed myself through each hill repeat, I felt a spark of determination igniting within me. This was the beginning of something new, a commitment to pushing my limits one step at a time. Add in some tempos, some threshold runs, some track workouts. And as I started to add those into my running, I started to notice some things start to change because again, when you run faster, you're also pushing your body to a different limit, right? Your gait starts to open up a little bit more and you're not kind of shuffling along. You're striding much better. Things start to change. And as those things start to change, I kind of got happier. Like things were like, okay. So I'm still doing 80% slow Maffetone, aka low heart threshold runs, tempo runs, track workout, things like that, right? So I started to incorporate that into my running. And that's when I started to see some other types of changes. So I kind of reduced my mileage from like, I think there was 1 week I was about like 100 miles a week, 1 week, and then 90 miles and then 80 miles. Like there was a lot of miles I was running. And progressive runs start slow and gradually increase your pace, teaching your body how to finish strong, like a strong kick at the end. And strides are another great addition you can throw in. A few strides at the end of an easy run to help your body, adapt to running faster paces without overloading your body with too much intensity all at once. I've added in some faster efforts over the last number of years, and I've noticed my regular aerobic pace has started to improve. And I'm doing it again, and I'm starting to see some of the same similar results. Slow running feels easier and my legs feel stronger. So you kind of want to change up your running routine. If you've been doing the same weekly mileage workouts for months and your body needs a new challenge, try changing one of these variables. You could increase your long run distance by 10%, add in hill running for strength and endurance, switch up your weekly structure, so instead of always doing speed on a Tuesday, try a midweek long run. By doing these faster runs, you're improving the mitochondria function, while slow running helps increase the number of mitochondria. Faster running helps them become more efficient. Essentially, it's like upgrading your energy system. Your body gets better at using oxygen, and your muscles get stronger and more efficient at delivering energy when you're pushing the pace. I'll tell you one thing. After incorporating a couple of faster run each week, I started noticing my pace improving, and I felt stronger during my long runs as well. It's all about balancing the two. Slow runs to build your endurance and fast runs to boost the speed and efficiency. So whether it's a tempo run or a threshold run, or even just a few strides after your easy runs, adding in some speed work once you've established that solid aerobic base can really supercharge your running and your performance. So yes, I know and I acknowledge plateaus suck, but they're also a sign that you're becoming consistent enough to reach your body's current limits. The good news is you can break through by mixing in strength training and adding in some faster running and tweaking your routine. I've personally been through all of this, running at the same low heart rate and seeing no progress until I started strength training and adding in a little bit of intensity to my workouts. And now my pace is starting to improve once again, and I'm feeling stronger than ever. So try making some of these changes. Training isn't about physical preparation. It's about mental fortitude. Each step is a testament to resilience, a reminder that the greatest obstacles are often the ones we place in our own minds. In the end, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And remember, it's not about rushing to meet some age-defining goal. It's about consistency and making smart choices to stay healthy and enjoy running for years to come. Look, I want to thank you. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. If you've had any questions or tips, I'd be more than happy to answer. And please, if you think this is going to be helpful for someone else, please share it on social media. And like I always say, get out and run. Once a runner, always a runner.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine.
I find that things really work well running downhill. You know, hike up to the top and then run down. It makes a world of difference, specifically if I'm training for a trail run.